Hey everybody, Ryan here coming at you with another favorites video film review. And today, I guess we're going to be talking about my film number 245? 45 or 46, I'm pretty sure it's 45. And it's a film that I really love that stars Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn. And it's not Made, and it's not Swingers. Today we're going to be talking about 1993's Rudy, starring Sean Astin and a bunch of other people. Charles S. Dutton is in this film. We have Ned Beatty. We have Vince Vaughn in a small role. Jon Favreau. I just love this film so much. This film is about a small man named Rudy who dreams of playing football for Notre Dame. And it's basically about his trials to try to his trials of trying to achieve his dream of playing football for Notre Dame. He's really small. He doesn't make the best grades. The odds are against him, and the film is about his journey. It's based on a true story. I actually know somebody. I've known somebody who was on Notre Dame and played football for Notre Dame during the time period that this film was set. I just wanted to throw that in there. So, based on a true story, some dramatic licenses are taken, as with true stories, and this film is directed by and written and directed by David Onspon, who probably more famously is known for the writer and director of Hoosiers, which is another phenomenal sports film starring Gene Hackman about the basketball team, the college basketball team. College or high school? I forget. I've only seen Hoosiers once. I love it, but I only saw it once, so I keep forgetting if it was at college or high school. Either way, this is a film, Rudy is a film that I first saw on TNT back in probably the late 90s. I'd always heard of it, always been a Sean Astin fan ever since growing up watching the Goonies. And I remember the first time I actually saw it was my mom had remarried, and I was at her house down in Daytona where she lived at the time. And she kept talking about Rudy, about how it was a film that my stepdad loved to watch. He loved to watch the film. It made him feel good. It inspired him. Anybody who knew my stepdad will kind of think he's kind of a little rough. He's since passed away. Him and my mom eventually split up, but he has since passed away. But he was kind of a rough guy. And so to me, I was like, what movie could possibly make him tear up and make him feel inspired? And so as a teen, I was a teen at that time. I think I was like 13 or, no, I wasn't a teen yet. As a almost teen, a preteen, I was like, I need to see this film. And it blew me away. It blew me away. I love movies about people overcoming obstacles in order for their dreams to come true. It's one of those things in films that's been done to death. But I never get sick of it if it's done right. It could be kind of melodramatic and stupid and hokey at times, but to me, Rudy is not one of those films. I think it is brilliant. And, you know, it got great reviews when it came out, not universal praise. And it is since, some people like it, some people don't like it, some people think it's kind of just average, but it is a film that when I've gone through some of the darkest times I've gone in my life, I've been able to put in, and I feel so good. I've felt so inspired after watching it. If you're watching this video, you probably already know how the film ends. You've probably already seen it. If you haven't seen it, quit watching now, because I'm gonna I am gonna kind of spoil the ending of the film. So, spoiler warning. For those of you who've seen this film, you know what I'm talking about when I say the last few minutes of this film gives me the chills. Between Jerry Goldsmith's amazing score that I have on CD, I have it in my iTunes. I really want to get the vinyl of it. Between that, the emotion of the film, what's going on, the football scenes with him finally being able to play, even if it's just for a few minutes. It makes my it gives me goosebumps. It gives me the chills, and it's one of the films that inspires me the most. And I could put it in and feel good for so long because of it. You know, there's something about Jerry Goldsmith's score for this film, and it's very famous. I know people that haven't seen that film and know the score. It's been used in different montages of film clips, movie trailers. It is a very famous score. And, well, I mean, not very famous. It's not like John Williams or anything, but Jerry Goldsmith's done some amazing stuff. You know, Star Trek, The Next Generation, well, based off of his original score of Star Trek, the motion picture. He's done some amazing stuff. Planet of the Apes, Patton, Papillon. He's done so many great films, and this is one of his best and inspiring scores to me. So the film just inspires me to no end, and you know, I understand if people think it's just an average bio sports film. I don't really care, because it's one of my favorites, and it's one that makes me feel good, and that's all that matters to me. And of course, it has a very young Vince Vaughn in the film. It has a young Jon Favreau as Rudy's, I guess you could say, close friend during college. And to be honest with you, I don't think they share any screen time together, but it is cool that Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau were in a film together that took place well before Swingers. I mean, I know they were friends for a while. I'm a big fan of both and their work together, but it's just funny seeing them in a film together when they're both not really established at all. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I love doing this. I love that I'm back into doing these random reviews of my top 250 favorite films list. This list, I would say between numbers 30 and 250, there's no particular order. Just because Rudy comes after, it's closer to number one than Hunt for Red October, it doesn't mean I like either better. It's just, if I watch Hunt for Red October, of course, at that moment, it's probably better than Rudy to me. You know how it is, and they just fluctuate. So, like, I would say between 30 and 250 are in no particular order whatsoever. My top 10 has barely changed in like 15 years. My top 20 has some things between 10 and 30. Those are the things that I've kind of swapped here and there, but they've pretty much been consistent. So there is no particular order up until those last, 10 or 15. So, and that's far down the road. So you guys have plenty of time for that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And what do you think of Rudy? And I'll look forward to reading your comments down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.